People, I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Look at this. This was originally labeled something else in the box I got from Jason Beard, but it turns out this is a death spiral that's been crossed with a red Primotalii. Pretty cool genetics. But before I get into today's video, I want to read a comment from Polo Dude 19. I've never commented on one of your videos, but I've been watching for quite a while. Will you consider developing your own scale that has a 0 to 10 for 3, possibly 4 areas? Fruity, earthy, heat, with a possible being bitterness. And then, as viewers, we'd be able to categorize these wonderful peppers that you are reviewing and rank them according to the categories you maintain. You can say something like a Red Deadpool has a Johnny Scoville rating of 7-1-5, meaning 7 for fruity, 1 for earthy, 5 for heat. While the Deadpool Yellow has a Johnny Scoville rating of a 5-1-4. You kind of get where he was going with that. So I said I like the idea. So what I've done, I'm going to modify it just a bit. I have 5 different categories. So I have fruity and earthy, okay? I have sweet and bitter and heat. So I'm going to give scores on all that, 1 to 10. Now there'll be some peppers where there is no sweetness, so I just won't even give a sweet scale. But so I'll only talk about the different flavors that pertain to the pepper that I'm eating. But I think that's a good idea. Thank you, Polo Dude. Anyway, one more time before I cut this thing open. Just look at that. It's a nice tail to cut. It'll be challenging, right? Almost seems so pretty, but it's a shame to cut the thing open. All right, let's see. Let's see this. All right, it's not my best work, but it's pretty good. Are you ready? Here is the interior of a death spiral that's been crossed with a Primotalii. It's pretty, isn't it? Wow, can you smell that? Turn on your smell-o-vision. Pretty impressive cut though. All right, let me take a quick picture of this for Instagram. Boy, it smells strong. It's really funny, if you look at the pot, I'm gonna hold it up to the camera in just a minute. You can really see the influence. Hang on 1 second. All right, if you look at the lines on the side, you can totally see the death spiral in there. That's such a death spiral trait. And then you have that classic Primotalii tail on it. You really can see both peppers in there. All right. Oh, it just smells super strong. All right, so today we're gonna be using the new scale. We've got fruity, earthy, sweet, bitter, and heat. So here we go, and thank you, Polo Guy, Polo Dude, whatever, the Polo Man. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this. Thank you, Jason Beard. This is Chase the Heat. All right, so for this pod, there's only going to be 3 of the 5 flavors. There's going to be fruitiness. Oh, wait a minute, see what happens. There was a sweet, I almost should put floral on there as well. I'm going to. Fruity, I would say it's a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. As far as fruitiness, I don't even have examples of what a 10 would be, but if 10 is like really, really fruity, and 1 is like barely fruity, this is like in the middle. There's no earthy tones at all. There was no sweetness to it. There was a little bit of bitterness, but mostly towards the end, and there were some floral notes. I'm gonna have to add floral to this. So 5 for fruitiness. Bitterness, I would say a 4. Floral notes, probably a 4. And heat is weird. Again, heat's a strange thing because it's subjective. I can tell you that, if you have 1,000 different chili heads, they're going to all interpret it a little bit differently. Somebody who's not a chili head, it'd be a problem. Somebody who's a chili head, 8 and above. Some might we'll call it a 7. It's a pretty hot pepper. And it peaked. It wasn't as hot as Jason's chocolate Primotalii. And I ate a golden Primotalii of his in a short yesterday, I think it was. It was a hot pepper. So I have one more. I'll be reviewing that as well. But thank you, Jason, for the pods. Again, fruity, we'll give it a 5. Bitter, we'll give it a 4. Floral notes, we'll give it a 4. And heat, it's going to be like an 8 to a 10. For a chili head, some might call it a 7. A non-chili head, it's a... What it is for a non-chili head is an experience that you would never forget. As long as you ever lived, you would never forget about it. But that was the Death Spiral crossed with a Red Primotalii from Jason Beard. That's a great pepper. Appreciate you guys watching. In the description box, you're going to see a link for Jason Beard. He has pods for sale, people. So you can get these exotic pods that I'm eating. You can get a chance to eat them too. Click the link for Jason Beard and get your single flat rate box of peppers. Right here, you're going to see my son Johnny Scoville Jr. and the Lifeboat. And up on top, you're going to see Pepperology, which is designed for new chili heads. A lot of good information for new chili heads. And then the 26 most devastating challenges I've ever done. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let's make it a great day. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.